Okay. Testing. Are we live? I don't know. Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out. So I am currently inside of VR mode inside of Unreal, which is kind of cool because it allows me to set up the scenes as if I was actually standing there. I've got this character placed in here. It's just a basic loop of some standard motions. And what I've done so far is I'm trying to achieve a background look similar to the film that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. You can see those little comic book dots that show up based on the depth. We have some kind of Japanese style watercoloring effect with some outlines depending on the depth. Um, I don't have everything figured out yet. As you can see, like this one has the black outline, but this one doesn't. I don't necessarily want the black outline, but I've been experimenting with that. And this character doesn't actually have any outlines, but I'm experimenting with adding a black outline to it so it can kind of stand apart. But I may not, I may end up not using it at all. So when you see the character like this, just interacting, he doesn't look too bad. I think he's affected a little too much by the overall lighting. And of course, this outline that I put on there kind of stays consistent. So the further away I get, it kind of gets big or something and it kind of drowns out the character. So I might end up not using it, or I got to figure out a way to make it more relative in terms of distance. It would be cool if I could figure out a way to make it like monochromatic. But there's the character. Let's see if we can figure out some of this VR stuff. Let's see here. Tools, maybe? No. Oh, what did I do? It's probably under edit. No, it's not. I just went in there. Can't be that. Oh, there it is. Gizmo, duh. So let's see if we can enable this translate Gizmo. Oh, got a little flashlight thing going on this controller. I don't know how I turned it on. I think I accidentally. Oh, there it is, flashlight. The flashlight is kind of helps with like lighting and testing out lighting. As you can see, the character here is being affected by the light that's coming out of those windows, and there's some blinds there. Whoa, I almost got myself a little motion sickness kind of a thing there. I almost tripped. That was cool. But you can see the light coming in from that window and the shadows being cast on all these items here. Piece of pizza on the table. So the shadow goes all the way out there. I think that's kind of cool. I got to figure out the right dimensions because I mean these chairs are kind of thick. So how does a character like this sit on something like this? But as far as height, that seems to be the right size. So let's zoom in a little bit. Camera will usually be placed something like this at this distance. So you can see a lot of the details on the face. Um, let's see if we can figure out how to select the character. Well, yeah, I can select the items, but so I can kind of adjust things. But for whatever reason, I'm not able to select this guy. So I got to figure that out. There's got to be some kind of trick to it, or I got to attach another prop to it that I can use as a handle. Um, Let me see here. Maybe I can find it in the World Outliner. Content browser, there it is, World Outliner. So my character is somewhere in here. And I like doing this VR stuff for the development portion because it speed things up, like moving props around and just kind of setting up the stage. But it's probably not the best thing in terms of um, actual working for the film making part of it. I don't know, well, parts of it. So here's the character. I'm gonna place him maybe. Let's get him dancing on this table here. So let's see. Oops. Yeah, no, that's right. So I'm not used to working with 2D stuff in VR. This whole process is something to get used to. I'm gonna put the feet right on that table. And somehow I ended up deselecting him. So let's go back and find him again. And it kind of sucks that I have to go through all this, but eventually I'll figure out what I'm doing. Da, 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 da. Is there a search function? There it is, but I don't have a keyboard. Okay, well that sucks. Let's see. Elemento PQRS. Should be alphabetical. There it is. Starts with an O. So let's bring him. I guess when I created the initial animation, I didn't quite put him on his feet. Let's chop off his feet. That's good enough. So we have him dancing on the table. And how do we bring our menu back? Let's see here. Do 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 do. No, we're not gonna paint anything. Oh, Gizmo. I keep forgetting. They should just name it, I guess Gizmo's fine. Let's try this universal one. And we're gonna move to this side of the room. Whoa, that's a little fast. And can we do this? Rotate them a little bit. So we got Odie dancing on the table. And how do we turn off the gizmo? I don't know. I guess we're stuck with it until we can figure out how to use it. So here is Odie dancing on the table. Do 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 do, and the shadows back there. That's kind of cool. So I'm kind of happy. I might do a little bit more tweaking to the backgrounds, but they do look painterly. They do look like they belong in a, like if you don't move, it does look like it belongs on a 2D type of background, which is kind of what I want. I'm gonna have to create some kind of better blend between these colors and the back colors too. But overall, I mean, I'm happy with the results that I'm starting to get. So pretty soon, maybe in the next couple of days, I'm going to start experimenting with an actual performance capture of the character where, we're going to put on the motion capture suit and perform the voices and actually make a scene. Um, this whole COVID thing where all my actors just kind of crawling under a rock for months. I did manage to spend it exploring and experimenting with the engine itself and how to work with it better. So here I made the overall scene a little bit smaller. It is so freaky. And let's increase the scale a bit. It's weird how the closer you get to real world scale, the lighter I guess the light, or maybe it has to do with the lights. The lights themselves don't change. That's probably it. Look at the reflections on the diner, on the ceiling of the diner. They're all affected. I love it. So I'm gonna keep experimenting. Like I said, probably gonna get rid of this outline. I don't know what that's gonna look like, or try to find a way to make it not so thick. Um, but yeah, this is what I'm working on. And of course, we're gonna have like a virtual camera here. So once the action starts, I can record it as if it was like a handheld camera. It's gonna be a lot of action stuff. Can't wait to get started on like the really, really, really in-depth stuff.